No, can I get you to come down? I want to see where the people will be. Can you come down and stand behind the chairs? Yeah, down, back this way. Yeah, and now jump across the path. Yeah, you can. And then just keep walking, because I want to see... Yeah, alright, thank you. Lie down.
So just leave it there. I can get people coming down and along until about. Maybe you can probably.
That's mainly for like when the people probably get.
Well, it's still.
But what?
If they were videotaping the whole time, they got tricky. We have to leave that.
Yes.
It's on?
I know we should, yeah. That's police.
Everybody else is packing up.
Yeah.
Way back. So what is it?
Because I told him, so what was going to happen.
Tony and Frank and everybody's just pulling up out here. I also forgot to lock my bed. We also locked my bed to lock there. So we're very recent car bed. It's not that far to walk, but...
Oh look! Quick, get back in the park. It's an aisle! Are we not supposed to walk next?
Probably not. You've got to be nice, or else you get.
I have been.
So just be lovely.
I wonder if you can. I thought you might be able to take it off looking through there. But I don't know how.
I don't know either.
I thought it might save on batteries.
Pardon? I want to take some photos.
I brought my little camera. Do you want to use it?
I brought mine.
Oh.
The camera's kind of like some balls.
Pardon?
Hey, Pam. Hello, how are you?
Well, you borrowed it to Jess,
are
and
you?
then you went and bought your own.
Good. Is it really for us to struggle here? I'm not used to wearing long little dresses.
Shoes. It's cool.
Hi, how are you feeling?
I'm not. Right, Mike, how do you open the... No?
That's playing the movies. This is movies. This is taking photos.
Oh, okay.
That's view the photos.
So the other side.
I think there's Aaron coming out here.
Hey?
Aaron's coming out.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
You're allowed to go there?
No.
Can you give me that?
Hey, nice.
Yes.
Is the camera not working?
Hey. Hi, Aaron.
Hey. Good.
How pretty is this? Nice to see you. You too. I'm totally
Hello.
covered in
Hiya.
sunscreen.
No, I've
Yes,
done back and shoulders up and
sunscreen
then
my
face
hands.
on.
Okay, feeling after KFC last night,
Yeah,
mate?
good.
But you
Good.
couldn't
Slept well. I slept like this. Made like chicken burgers and straight to that. What have you guys been up to today?
we went to Bandstaff for coffee.
Where did you go? Yeah.
I don't know, some coffee shop near Safeway.
Yeah.
As you do.
That's a good thing about Benson. Everything's near Safeway. Brilliant. What a town.
And we needed to go to Safeway.
It's designed around. Brilliant.
Adam.
Taking photos with your red camera.
Oh. Sorry.
We're going to say hello.
Terrible.
You go playing with your son.
Good art to see you. Sunlight. Hey people, how are you? Good mate, how are you?
Adam, you're filling up the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. What are you doing? Yeah, you should go sit down.
My contribution, I'm standing behind the video, making sure that
Apparently
I've got another job later on.
Videos somehow by the end of the night. Somehow I'll really check and see.
Did you have a nice day? Yeah.
I get not.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to order it.
Last night, what do we do today? Out of my play mini golf, and I said no. We had a coffee, went for a walk, and then
So, you've heard that?
I had a nana nap. I need one, but I was scared that I wouldn't wake up properly from it.
I checked in at about 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Are you going to cover?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Ben's not here, so I'm going to sleep.
Lovely.
What's that Australian boy band that only mums like now?
Human nature.
Yeah. It's like they're working the symphony.
Oh, this is the Motown.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Very good.
I thought where we actually just laughed,
Other memories.
Just gets a nice feeling.
Aussie Dana got a good spot.
Watch where you're going. Yeah, I'm watching.
We've been told to stay here. Well, since we talked you out of your subway last night. To the right. Just over the How do you Right, thank you. G'day, mate.
I'm just going to pause it for a bit now.
They're fighting away. Oh, that's cool. I dare say we're probably not allowed to have it yet.
What's this?
Yeah.
There looks like a lot to be there to be go. I'll just get some. Do you want some? I'll get it. Because I want some too. Get some. Really? That is a whole bunch of with
I'm not there.
Have you been married before?
A couple of times, you know how it is.
Yeah. A mate of mine started going out with a football race. She's like 5 or 6 months older. That's my age. That's like 28. Yeah. They've been going out for ages, but I remember we found out. Yeah.
I was meant to be married, and now I wasn't. I'm like, you know, that's at least a 10-year process.
Yeah. Susan, my best friend, is getting married in December. Her partner's been married.
Yeah.
He's like 36.
When you marry someone that's been married, the first one, like if you've both been married before, you're like,
Yeah.
That's why I got a complete background check coming in here, Leonie.
He's crossing his fingers. He's looking for a prize. Sorry, Lisa, but I'm looking for a prize.
There's a lot of Adam standing in front of it, like a close-up of his shirt.
No,
No, the first.
I don't think I'm recording this to start.
They were the only one that
Struggle as it is.
I think some people can't quite as well and walk all the way out.
We didn't know it was like size of a pencil. Well, we doubled back when we couldn't see anything in our car.
The road after the caravan park.
I didn't think to ask for such specific details. I thought I only have to see it. To be with her.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right. With baby.
How many people think you know?
80?
You know 80?
Oh, what? Oh, that I know. I know about 4 people.
Hang out with you or not? I'm going to meet everyone.
But you said how many people live
Oh, okay.
here.
So you know everyone?
Wow.
See, most of the parents are Ben's friends, and even though I know that
Yeah.
You have someone.
He's had a folded in. Yeah.
Alright, I'm ready.
What time is it?
Surely. It's at least
12 past.
Yeah, well, what's ride protocol?
I don't reckon Lisa's supposed to be like this, though.
No. If I were to get married and actually start before, I reckon I'd be there at 1 before. Rainy?
I'd be fine.
Yeah, I'd be late. I'd be the one that's late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is,
That's
isn't
probably
it?
if I had to wait a funeral.
Yeah, that's right.
Just fucking around. We got your tie.
Was it shoes or no shoes at this wedding? I forgot.
I'm just glad that my toenails of all are in a social state.
Adam's got runner's toes where all his toenails fall off.
They either fall off. So they either grow back and they're really small and weird looking. But I only just worked out. Where should I shoot from? I'll get the reverse side.
What's all happening, Ellie?
Can I stay here?
Yeah, you're right, actually. My girls have you good. Yeah, good. And you just don't know what
Hi. You're good?
He did the singing. Yeah, it was good. It was perfect, wasn't it?
You just stand there and you'll see.
He's like, what a place. Yeah. I was like, what? I couldn't have a pity. I was like,
Maybe as soon as she works out.
it'll come out. Maybe. Yeah, that's her. Maybe that's what
I don't know if they would have.
18.
I certainly would have been marching out. Go now, go now.
Oh, Mom will go back.
Oh, now I can put you down.
Good afternoon. You can all hear me at the back? Bear with me. Technical difficulty. Just testing. Yep, we're right now.
There we go.
Apologies. We're right now. Right to go. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cheryl Venker, and on behalf of Eric Scott Cerda and Lisa Thea McFadgen, I welcome you here to their wedding at Lake Tyers Beach. Eric and Lisa have invited you here, their family and friends, to witness today this most important milestone in their journey through life. They don't see this as the beginning, but a reaffirming of what they already know, that in this life they were always meant to be together. Marriage is a bond between two people. It symbolises companionship, togetherness, honesty, compassion, and most importantly, love. I'm now going to ask Brodie if she can come forward and do our first reading for us.
Love is a friendship that has caught fire. It is quiet understanding, mutual confidence, sharing and forgiving. It is loyalty through good and bad. It settles for less than perfection and makes allowances for human weakness. Love is content with the present. It hopes for the future and it doesn't brood over the past. It's the day in and day out chronicle of irritations, problems, compromises, small disappointments, big victories and working towards common goals. If you have love in your life, it can make up for many things you lack. If you don't have it, no matter what else there is, it is not enough. So search for it and share it.
Now I, Cheryl Venker, an authorised marriage celibate, am duly authorised to solemnise marriages according to the law. Before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you not only of the joy and celebration of today, but of the solemn and legally binding nature of the relationship of which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to the law in Australia, is the union between a man and a woman to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Eric and Lisa are now going to perform an ancient ritual called hand fasting. In ancient times, this was all that was needed to confirm their marriage. We also refer to this these days as tying the knot. I now ask Lisa's brother Shane and Eric's sister Jemima to help with this ritual. These silken ribbons close entwine, two hearts in love together. Friendship dearest, pledge is made in joy forever. United they shall walk through life, sharing earth's pain and pleasure. Hand in hand they shall strive for achievement in life together. Should the path be rough and thorny, let love sustain and guide thee. Should the way be strewn with roses, let the joy of life embrace thee. As this true lover's knot is tied, two are joined in oneness. Gentle yet strong are the bonds of this union. Pull one way and bonds are strengthened. Pull the other and they become even stronger. Thus the hands are fastened. Keep this knot as a token of your spiritual union. This knot will remain forever tied on your journey in this marriage. I'm now going to ask Carrie to come forward for our second reading.
If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I'd want is you to be my sweet honey bee. And if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I'd want is you to shade me and be my leaves. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea. If you were a river and the mountains tall, the rumble of your water would be my call. If you were the winter, I know I'd be the snow, just as long as you were with me when the cold winds blow. If you were a wink, I'd be a nod. If you were a seed, well, I'd be a pod. If you were the floor, I'd want to be the rug. And if you were a kiss, I know I'd be a hug. If you were the wood, I'd be the fire. If you were the love, I'd be the desire. If you were a castle, I'd be your moat. And if you were an ocean, I'd learn to float. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Hold me in your arms and sway me like the sea.
The giving away of the bride has long been a tradition. Today I ask who brings Lisa to be married to Eric.
I do.
Thank you, David.
Like that.
Do you, Eric, take Lisa to be your loving wife? Do you promise to stand by her side through whatever challenges life may bring you? Do you promise to live and grow with her, comfort, honour and respect her through your lives together?
I do.
Do you, Lisa, take Eric to be your loving husband? Do you promise to stand by his side through whatever challenges life may bring you? Do you promise to live and grow with him, comfort, honour and respect him through your lives together? I do. I do. We're now going to have our vows, and Eric's going to say his first, so bear with us while he grabs them out of his pocket.
Lisa, I'm so lucky to have met you. Those morning bus rides to school all those years ago, I promise to remember that. Today, after all those bus trips, I take you to be my wife, my constant friend, my one true love, my soulmate. Today, I promise to stand by your side through all of life's ups and downs. I promise I will be there to support you, to comfort you, to encourage you, to be honest with you, to laugh with you, and to cry with you. Lisa, it's you who I want to do all of these things with. You, and only you. I love you, and if nothing else, know that. I always have, and I always will.
Beautiful. We're just going to grab out Lisa's.
I'm so proud to stand here with you today, and when I look at you,
I know that I've found the one I've been waiting for. I believe we have an infinite bond that can never be broken, and a love that will remain as strong as it is today. Thank you for coming back into my life. You and I know what it took to finally bring us together, and I'm so grateful for our history as friends and our special story as lovers. I promise to never lose sight of how special our relationship is and never take you or what we have for granted. I know how lucky we are to have found each other, and I promise to take all of you, the good, the bad, frustrating, happy, fun, sad. I want it all because it's you. It's us. Huff. I can't wait to be your wife and to continue to share our future together. I know at times life will bring us challenges and we will need to work at it. But I believe we are strong enough to overcome whatever hand we're dealt. Ez, you have changed me. You have supported me. You have made me realise that risks are worth taking. But ultimately, you have shown me love. A love that is without condition. A love where the only person I have to be is myself. A love that is definitely worth the fight and the wait. Thank you for being mine, for our love, and for making me the happiest girl in the world. You're the only one I want to spend forever with. I will always be as proud as I am today to be your wife and your soulmate. I love you.
They did very well. Well done. A wedding ring is a circle that has no beginning and no end. It demonstrates a continuing bond and an infinite commitment. These rings are special because they remind us that we are individuals, yet we are not alone. Wear them, telling each other and the whole world of your sacred love for one another. I think we might need a hand.
Lisa, I give you this ring as a symbol of how happy you make me feel, and a sign to all that you are the special one that I wish to share my love with. May you feel surrounded by my eternal love each time you look at this ring.
Eric, I give you this ring as a symbol of how happy you make me feel. As a sign to all that you are, the special one. The special one that I wish to share my life with. May you feel surrounded by my eternal love each time you look at this ring.
Eric and Lisa, we have heard your promise to share your lives together. May your marriage bring fulfillment and everlasting happiness to you both. I now declare you to be husband and wife. Now we just need to sign the marriage documents, and I'm going to ask two very special people to come up and help us sign these documents. I call on Eric's mum and Lisa's mum. Please, could you come up? They didn't know they were doing this.
Up you come. This.
Doesn't matter. I think I've done it.
There he's going. Better get this right. Now I'm signing, right? Signature.
Just say goodbye, let's watch it there.
Again, thank you everybody for being here, come from far away places. It's very wonderful. Thanks Dave and Marianne for having us here tonight. Nice gesture in every way. A lot of hard work and it's just not ending, which is one of those things that two families can really achieve and make it work for our children. Yes.
Yeah. Great speech. He's on fire.
I didn't write a speech either, Mary. I kept saying, oh, we can write, we can do as well. So, no, most people know, I suppose most people know that year 11, Eric and Lisa did their debutante ball together. And it was funny, they were just friends, they were bus buddies, they'd been friends for ages, and they were just friends. And up on the stage was like a queen's chair, that purple queen's chair that looked gorgeous. And I said to the kids, I said, just go up there so we can take a photo of you. You can just sit on the chair and look gorgeous. And they did. Eric sat down, Lisa sat on his knee, and my brother-in-law walked behind me and said, those two are going to end up together. And they have. And they're special to us, and we just wish them all the very best. Just have another toast to the bride and groom. Eric and Lisa.
Salud. Gully. It doesn't stop, does it?
I think if nothing else, we can take away from tonight a whole new phrase that none of us ever knew, and it's called bus buddies. Where I come from, there's a whole lot of other words for it, but bus buddies. For any of you parents out there that have a kid come home and say, I've got a new bus buddy, they're great. Don't explain it, please don't explain it. Okay, if I could, I'd now like to ask the lovely Amanda to come up, Lisa's bridesmaid, to say a few words for us. Amanda.
Well, I have written a speech because I like to be organised. Sorry, Lisa. Not rubbing anything in. No, just joking. Well, good evening. It's great to see everybody. It's certainly with extreme pleasure and pride that I stand next to Lisa today and before you all tonight. It's just, when she asked me to be a bridesmaid, I couldn't believe it. We're talking about cheese, and the next thing she mentioned being a bridesmaid. And for once, I didn't want another bit of cheese. So it's an honour to be next to you tonight, Lise. Didn't think I was after a while, after the wedding dress debacle, trying to get into the dress, but here I am.
It's alright, friggins.
I don't remember a lot of things about my childhood, to be honest, but one of the few things that I do remember is mine and Lisa's close bonds that we've shared. We both recently stumbled across letters to each other, which had us in hysterics in the backyard one day, and reminded me of how I've come to look at you as my beautiful sister and friend. Eric. Eric, bad Eric. Through my eyes and our experiences together, I see firsthand how you value Lisa and how special she is. If I had a choice in my selection of partner for Lisa, I really don't think that I could pick or find a nicer guy for her. Even if you do get a little huffy at times. That's what makes you unique, and that's why we love you.
It happens.
You have actually been, you're going to be so sick of being told you're huffy.
So I am.
You have actually been a big part of this family for such a long time, Eric. Today, we just make it legal. You're one of us now. No more bad non-family jokes to you anymore. You're loyal, respectful, and always there to lend an ear and embrace me and us in one of your beautiful big bear hugs, and I just love those. Have another one when I come down. Lisa. You're one of the most genuine people that I know. Your commitment and passion for life is inspiring. You have such a natural way of dealing with people, and your gentle and sincere care for others is infectious. All of us here are so lucky to have experienced Lisa's love as a friend, as a sister, as a daughter. And now, Eric, you are the lucky one to feel Lisa's special love as her husband. Now, Lisa, it's rare for a couple of days to pass without us having a conversation, so I've slipped a phone card into your bridal bag tonight for you to call me any day or night on the honeymoon, just in case we experience any separation anxiety, because I'll miss you. I'd have to have a sleepover when you get back to talk about it over some maison. So today marks an end of a chapter in your 6.5-year journey together, but it begins a new one as you guys begin your own family, which is a really special thing. May you always be best friends and have a long, meaningful and loving life together. My heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to you both. I'm always here for you, and I love you guys both so much. Have a great night.
I guess now it's time for the guys. It takes two guys to make up the performance that wonderful lady has made up today. So I'm going to ask the best men to hop up here, Betty and Renee, to go and have a chat for us. Betty Little.
Good evening all. Can I just say what a wonderful ceremony it was that we attended all this afternoon. Eric and Lisa, you're both beautiful and gorgeous together this afternoon. May I also say how wonderful the bridal party look, as do all guests. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ben, and I've been fortunate enough to know both Eric and Lisa for about 15 or so years, or since we started at Naval together. We're always in the same class, and there was a lot of talking and not much schoolwork going on for most of the time. Eric and myself and Aaron, I guess, growing up, were also thick as thieves together, and there were a number of antics over these years, some very memorable. Now, while these antics, I guess, have provided a good number of embarrassing stories I could say about Eric. There was the incident of the ATM and the strawberry milk, the Maduri fountain, and the appropriation of Craig Lance's jacket. Actually, Lisa's good influences now curb these antics and kleptomania. But anyway, I'll try to keep my stories to a few, and to those I think just show how inevitable it was that Lisa and Eric would be here today before us as husband and wife. Looking back over the years, perhaps one of the biggest signs that these two would end up together, I think Barb's already alluded to it before, was the fact they've had a quasi-dress rehearsal of today, about 10 years or so ago. There was formal wear, fancy dresses, there was dancing, their friends and family were there. I am, of course, talking about a dead ball. And that is, of course, where I think we and they saw that what a beautiful couple they make and how they complement each other so well. But it took a little longer after that night before they finally realised it. Another instance that I think perhaps pointed towards these two getting together occurred a little bit before the dead ball. There was this party in Year 10 that Eric and myself went to, along with a lot of the other guests here tonight. It was at Ange Campbell's place. And this party was, we're all teenagers, and teenagers being teenagers, there may have been some underage drinking involved. May have been. Anyway, it got to about, must have been after 12 or so, and I realised I hadn't seen Eric for a good while. So I went searching for him. In the end, I found him sort of under a tree, a little sad look on his face. So I asked him what was up. Anyway, he kind of looked up at me, this sort of crazy look on his face. I mean, He may have had a few, as I said. Anyway, all of a sudden he just blurts out, "It's Lisa, Benny. It's Lisa." I love her so much, I don't know what to do. Anyway, so then he proceeded to tell me, and we've had, bus buddies, we've had that term thrown around before. Eric then proceeded to tell me how for years and years he had always been trying to sit next to Lisa on the bus to and from school, just so he could be near her. Anyway, I think over the years, in some way or another, Eric has been keen on, loving, or simply just trying to be near Lisa for 15 or so years. So I know how happy he is here today, how he has wished for this moment. Be it across from Lisa on the bus, or lying in a paddock under a tree. I know that if Eric could somehow go back and tell that 14 or 13-year-old version of himself that today actually happens, that he'd be so dumbfounded. He wouldn't believe it. But or that, he'd be dumbfounded, or I guess the self-confident, self-assured, cheeky Eric would perhaps look up and go, "Yeah, of course, I know." The length of time that Eric's in some way or another been, I guess, pursuing and in love with Lisa also shows his incredible devotion. This has also been amply demonstrated during his working life at McDonald's. Hey. Eric was such a loyal and devoted employee at the Golden Arches. He was awarded Employee of the Quarter and was given McDonald's gold card. He used to really love that place. And Eric, if you look at that gold card, I think Aaron over there still has it. Yeah. So Lisa, a more loyal and devoted husband I don't think you'll be able to find. And it's easy to see why Eric has been so enraptured by you over the years. Lisa, you've always been a great friend. You're very kind and passionate. You've always had a great sense of humour. You look beautiful tonight, and I'm so happy to see two of my best friends together. Anyway, without further ado, could you all raise your glasses and have a toast to the beautiful couple and to their future happiness together. Eric and Lisa.
Thank you very much, Betty. I guess it's come to that stage where we need to hear from the beautiful couple themselves, but I'm still struggling to get past this bus buddies thing. I can imagine some of these conversations Eric had under a tree, Tispy as he was, that I can imagine Benny saying, "Did you go zone 1? No, I went zone 1 and 2. I guess today Eric got the zone 1 and 2 and paid the full fare, and for that we're all very thankful. So